video because I reached 10,000 subscribers. I want to thank you guys. Thank you. I want to thank you guys so much. I could not have gotten here without... This water bottle has been making sounds. That's the 4th time since yesterday. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys. Obviously, it means a lot to me because I started this channel 3 years ago when I studied abroad in Korea and didn't know if I would be able to sustain it. So to still be here making content for you guys, I've connected with a lot of you guys on a personal level. A lot of you guys have told me, like, your mom let you go to Korea because you showed her your videos. Some of you have reached out and been like, I'm in a long-distance relationship too. Do you have any advice? I've connected with a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys consistently comment. I recognize your profile pictures. I recognize your usernames. Some of you direct message me on Instagram, and we like chat a little bit. So thank you guys so much. I asked on Instagram and kind of on YouTube too what you guys wanted to see, and you wanted to see our first mukbang. Muk means like eat, and bang is broadcast. So for those of you who don't know, a mukbang is basically someone eating on camera. And it's very popular in Korea. You watch them from time to time, right?
I usually watch it.
Yeah. I've just watched Andy, like I'll be doing something and notice that like you're watching someone eat. Like you're in front of your phone. They're not saying anything, they're just eating and you're just watching. Like the other day, whoever you were watching like wasn't speaking for like minutes on end. I've only seen one mukbang before actually, and it was when Jenna Marbles did a ASMR mukbang unboxing video, which wasn't like a real mukbang, but at any rate, we saw an ad in the subway weeks ago, huge, like an indoor billboard, for something called Cheeto Chicken. So since then, we've wanted to make a video anyway. We've wanted our first The window's open because we need natural light, but also it's 6 p.m. and the sun sets in 20 minutes, so the light is going to be changing anyway, but Andy's neighbor is now up on his roof and can very easily look into us talking to a camera.
So I warn
anyway,
you.
it's fine. So I'm going to be answering some of your questions you sent me as we eat. I'm not answering all of your questions. I'm probably going to do a Q&A part 2 because some of them are quite lengthy and our chicken will get cold while I'm talking, which it's probably getting cold now. So let's just start. Here's the packaging, which fails to mention that this is Cheeto chicken. Like, where on here? There it is, on the side. Cheetos! New Cheeto chicken. Tight. Okay, let's open it.
No.
You don't like my sounds? Yeah. So they look like if Cheetos were chicken wings. I think so. I really do. I was worried that these would be normal chicken wings with like a Cheeto flavored dipping sauce, and I wouldn't have liked that. But I think these look pretty good. From the one review you read to me, someone said Cheeto chicken is better than original Cheetos.
Yeah.
Are these gonna be spicy? Okay, here's another point. American Cheetos and Korean Cheetos, original, are different flavors. Korean Cheetos are cheesy, and Korean Cheetos are like barbecue flavored.
What do you mean cheesy?
Like they're just like cheddar cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese, but they're like nacho, some kind of like cheese flavor in America. But your version of Cheetos is like barbecue. So this is like an orange color, so it looks like the Cheetos I know. Like the very bright, artificially orange cheese Cheetos. But if they taste like the Korean Cheetos, the barbecue, I think that'll be really good. So Andy, how do mukbangs work? Should I make loud eating sounds?
No.
No? Just...
Only you and you have mic.
The ASMR. This is not ASMR.
I don't think it's special flavor. But
I think...
you feel the flavor of Cheeto?
I think it's Korean Cheetos.
Yeah.
I think these are the barbecue Cheetos and not the American cheese Cheetos.
It's like fried chicken and
boneless.
Pour the powder on the chicken.
It's like when you're done eating the big Cheeto pieces, the crumbles at the bottom of the bag, someone made fried chicken and just poured the crumbles at the bottom of the bag on top of the chicken. It's really good though. Alright, first question. First question is, how is my work in Korea? The answer is it's good. So my school is broken up in a way that I have like a different, it's like a camp, So I have a different like elementary school class each week in the morning. Like schools sign up their like 3rd grade classes for like 2 days or 5 days of English camp at a time. So I teach different classes to those kids. And then like after 2 in the afternoon, I have regular classes. So I have a English kindergarten class, 2nd grade and 5th grade class. And I absolutely love my kindergartners. They're like so freaking cute. And their like English level is pretty high, so they're like willing to participate. But I got very sick for Chuseok. I had a very bad cold, and it's because none of the children sneeze into their hands or arm. They just chew, just open into the air. Like I'll let a kid borrow some scissors and I'll say, hey, class is almost over. Can I have the scissors back? And they go, yes, teacher, sneeze here. So like kids are cute. Most of them are well behaved, but they're very sneezy and unhygienic, and I'm pretty sure I got sick from them. But other than that, I really like work. Work is good.
So very many different kinds of fires in your body.
Yeah, I was exposed to a lot.
You collected every kinds of virus, right? Good.
And it hit me. What,
And
Saturday? Friday? I think it was Saturday. It just hit me like a wall. So second question is when I will move into my own apartment. And I already have my own apartment, but it's quite small. It's smaller than Andy's apartment. So I come here usually, like now I have the day off, so I'm at your apartment. And it just so happens that I haven't filmed anything at all since moving to Korea in my apartment. Because after work, we meet up for dinner, and during the weekends, I sleep over here. So there hasn't been an opportunity for me to film in my apartment, but I do have my own apartment. Next question is, do we plan on moving in together?
Sure.
Sure?
The contract for this room that will finish next March, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are planning to move in this new room near the March or April.
For many reasons, I wanted to live by myself for a while. Sometimes I said, oh, just 6 months. Sometimes I said 1 year. So yeah, in the early spring, we'll be looking to move in together, right?
We'll see, yeah.
Will we get married?
Next year?
Next year? You haven't proposed yet. That's the current plan, yeah, to get married, right? But
actually, my plan is next year. But the propose is random.
Yeah.
So, you have to get ready.
I have to get ready? Oh, that little piece I put in my mouth was just the outside coating. There was no chicken inside. It's not bad. Honestly, it just tastes like a big Cheeto. If we went on a honeymoon, where would we go?
Where do you want to go? My first option...
There are so many options.
Switzerland.
You just want to go to Switzerland in general, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we definitely want to go to Europe. Neither of us have really explored a lot of Europe. So I think for a honeymoon, like a mini tour of Europe would be ideal. Like a Viking river cruise. Just hop off, hop on, different little cities. I think that would be like ideal. Next question, would we ever hold a meet and greet? I would love to.
Possibly.
Yeah. How long will I stay in Korea? That's a good question that I don't have an answer to. More than 1 year, less than 10 is what I tell my mom, which gives her anxiety, but that's as specific as I can get.
So for now, how long do you want to stay? For now, just now.
Well, I think our plan generally is like, when we want to have a child, we'll move back to America.
Yes, we should.
Like when we decide the time is right, that we would like to start planning for a family. Not like, oh, I'm pregnant, let's move back to America.
Unexpected. I don't like that.
Yeah. When we decide it's time to start planning for a family, we'll move back to America. Because the education system is better, and I would like the comfort of being with my mother through the pregnancy process. Andy, I would like to direct this next question to you, and it is how to approach or talk to or flirt with a Korean man.
I think language exchange might be the best way. to talk with Korean boy. If someone is like cannot speak English at all, maybe he doesn't care about foreigners. Because
it's a good point.
I might not have like chance to flirt with you because I don't speak English.
So that is a good point. When you go through language exchange, you shouldn't do language exchange for the sole purpose of meeting people to date. I mean, you should also be genuinely interested in language exchange, but at least going through that channel, you know that they speak at least a little bit of English too, right?
You know, being a friend.
Being a friend first.
First.
Yeah.
And then. And you know, usually we don't want to have a girlfriend, like foreign girlfriend. Korean guy like prefer to meet with Korean girl as a girlfriend.
So I think for that reason you need to be very careful and cautious, because some Korean guys just want to have sex with foreigners.
Yeah.
They don't want to date you, so you need to be cautious.
Like, I'm curious too.
Like they might want to go on dates with you, but not commit, is what you're saying. Yeah. So flirt with whoever, that's your prerogative, but just be cautious and look out for yourself. But I mean, when I was talking to you, when I was here, like talking to Korean guys, I didn't like try to put on any kind of other personality. Like I was just me. Especially because when I came to Korea, I got out of a very unhealthy relationship. So I was very jaded and done with any kinds of just being nice for the sake of the other person. I was very much like, this is me. You're gonna like it or you're not gonna like it, and we're gonna deal with it after this. And if you wanna walk away and never talk to me again, fine, bye. Like I really didn't come here like try to be like cute just to be like, oh, like Korean guys like cute girls, so I'm gonna pretend to be really cute. Like I was just me. And it was like, fine. So really just be yourself. I don't think there's one specific way to just flirt with Korean guys. Just flirt however you know how to. Just be yourself. And like, someone will come, right?
Yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together. Next is, do we still have a language barrier?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not fluent.
Right, you're not fluent. And since I'm so comfortable talking to you, I take liberties. So I use slang or I take shortcuts while speaking, as any native does in their native language. So sometimes I'm not specific enough or clear enough, and so you naturally don't understand what I'm saying, because there are like nuances to my sentences that you don't quite catch. And then sometimes you don't use words that are specific enough for me, and it just becomes unclear. Do we have any like culture shocks still with each other? My only one still is how you don't necessarily support, but you stand by Korean work culture, which I have learned I cannot stand. That's it. It's not like you do one thing and I'm like, that's so weird, and you're like, this is the Korean way. No, what was the one thing? I insulted the fact that Koreans put cereal in salad. And you said, don't make fun of that. That's something Koreans do. And I like felt bad after that. That's like a small example. Right? But it's nothing major that makes me question whether or not we're compatible. Next question is, will I get a job in my field after teaching? I don't quite know. I would honestly, my ideal situation would be after a year of teaching, I can go full-time with YouTube. That's very honestly my ideal. I don't think I'll get there. I'm not quite there yet now, and I can't see right now that it's in my future to be ready to go full-time by next August. But I would love that. If you guys can help make that happen, I would absolutely be overjoyed. But, like my job right now, I really like it, and it's easy enough that I can go home at 6 and not feel like I need to do anything at home to make up for something at work. I don't need to check email when I get home. I have time to edit. And while I would love to get something in my field, Korean work culture is when you get home, if you didn't finish a certain task at work, you're expected to kind of finish it at home. You either stay late or you need to work from home. So I wouldn't have as much time for YouTube, I don't think. So I'm not sure. Like, I would love to get a social media job here in Korea. And since advertising is a more liberal industry, maybe they would have more like Western ideas of running a work environment. Like, hey, it's 6, you can go home. But I don't know. I do like my teaching job enough to say that I would consider staying with them for more years. This is a question for you to answer because I have no idea. If we move to the US, we're living in America together, but the North starts shit and the war is brought back to life between North and South Korea, would you have to leave America and go back to Korea to help fight?
First of all, I'm not an expert for that, so cannot give like exact like information, like proper information. But I might say, if I move into the USA right now, and the North Korea like attacked South Korea now, I definitely have to go back to Korea because I am still, like, we call 예비군, like substitution, like army. I don't know how do I say that.
Well,
substitute force. I don't know.
He finished his reserves, but there's still a buffer zone.
Yeah.
Of what, 2 years?
Yeah, I still have 2 years. So after 2 years, my position will be changed, like a third option, like for the war. So I'm like second option. The first option might be like the soldiers who are like serving their military service.
Like they're actively.
Yeah,
they're active soldiers. Yeah.
And then my position is second, and 2 years later, my position will be changed to third option. I have no idea after my position is changed to third option.
Like how long you would stay there?
I mean, like, no, third option should be until 40.
Until 40?
40 years old.
Wow. But so, since you're third option, it'd be like the war would have to be really bad then, right? That they would need to draft anyone up to the age of 40. That would be like another, God forbid, world war. That would be a massive scale that they would need you then.
So I have no idea whether I have to come back after I'm being like third option. And I have no idea, but at least I have to go back to Korea, but I will, because it's my country, right?
Yeah, so, and you have like family here. Like you would have personal interest in coming back anyway. Yeah,
I deserve to protect my country, and my duty is also protect my country. So I have to come back. I have to, like, when it's happening.
Yeah, so if something were to happen tomorrow, you would be, in a sense, drafted. But if it's like 4 years from now we're living in America and something were to happen and it's not quite that severe yet, there's a chance you would not be called back. Our last question that we're answering now tonight anyway is, where would we live when we move back to the US? We also don't have an answer for this. As I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate and like Philadelphia more, the city that I'm from, but I never felt like I would live there. But also, I have not seen a whole lot of my country, and you've seen significantly less. I mean, you've been to Philadelphia and Chicago, and that's it, right? And Cape May, like I took you to the Jersey Shore. But that's just like a microscopic pin drop on the map of the United States. And I haven't seen much more. Like, I've been to Florida, New York. I haven't seen any of the Midwest or the West Coast. I've only ever been on the East Coast. I really like New England, though. The New England area. But, and this is another one of my many pipe dreams, I would love to when we decide, oh, it's time to go back to America, I would love to rent a tiny house on wheels that we can drive around the country and take like 6 months or a year to go to as many places as we want. We can go to California, Seattle. There's like a firefly migration and I think the Smoky Mountains. That sounds really fucking awesome. I'd love to see that. Like just seeing all of America's natural parks and just like how the landscape changes between states. Just making sure I see the country before I decide where I want to live. But yeah, we have no idea where we would want to live in the US. But one thing's for sure, we need to see more of the country before we make that decision.
Only place I know is like New Jersey.
But New Jersey isn't a bad option either. Like Hoboken, Jersey City are like right across the river from New York City and also right across the river from where my parents live, basically. So New Jersey isn't a bad option, but also that's one of like 3 states you've seen.
Actually, I haven't known it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we can't make that decision because we have not seen so much of the country.
No, even we didn't make decision where would we live, like when we move into together.
Yeah,
right?
We don't even know where we want to live in Seoul. I mean, we have our dream locations, but can we afford those? No. So like, even now, we have no idea where we want to move into in March. So I'm done eating. But you're gonna keep going?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But that was it for the questions. So I'm gonna end the video here because record time is 40 minutes and it's gotten dark. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea if this was a proper mukbang.
Yes, it is.
Is it? Just literally eating food on camera.
It's okay.
At any capacity is a mukbang and it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better than just eating, not to talk much.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was just like eating with silence or if you were supposed to eat and talk. What would you rate this? I'd give it like 7 out of 10.
5.5.
Okay, but Andy's a harsher critic than me in general. You're a harsh critic.
Because I think it's nothing special because just fried chicken with the Cheeto powder. Like Cheeto
crumbs.
But the quality is not bad. But
no, it's good.
Because I gave like low rate because the price is like a little bit.
It was what, $21? 21,000 won.
Yes.
Which is like $19 US or 17, something like that. Yeah. Which I think is a fair price, but you think that's expensive.
Yeah, price is a little bit expensive. But the flavor is not bad.
Yeah, no.
But I cannot eat a whole box by myself.
No. We can't even eat a whole box together as 2 people. Okay, anyway, thank you guys again so much for 10,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me. I hope we can only keep going up from here and make our little YouTube family bigger. And please guys, if you're interested in seeing more of my daily life, please follow my personal Instagram at @RachelRoseDiary. I post stories pretty frequently from like things we're eating together to just like things I see outside. Sometimes I make a lot of the times I make meme references that he doesn't understand, so please come watch my stories and understand my meme references. So yeah, I hope you guys stick with us, stick with me in the future. We also have a couple Instagram at @HoneyRoseDiary. Again, thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed our mukbang. Hope you enjoyed the answers from the Q&A. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh. We work hard until like 100,000 views, like subscriber.
I'll keep working hard after that too. I'm not just gonna get lazy. Lazy because I had a big number of subscribers. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, Rachel Rose Diary really.
I'm here to stay.
Here. Yes.
Even if we're just a baby channel right now. We'll keep growing. Thanks, bye!